Hello everyone, my name is Sniping is Fun, and we are halfway done with the Fire Emblem cast of characters I wanted to talk about in this 10 character lineup for the Super Smash Bros. Fire Ballot series of videos. We've done Sigurd, Alm, Ephraim, Hector, and Leaf. Number 6 in that list, which will be in the overall full list of the Fire Emblem of the Super Smash Bros. Fire Ballot Series videos number 45 is going to go to a more recent character in the series, and that's Micaiah from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn on the Nintendo Wii. And going off the Japanese name here, and I'm going to butcher it, like I've done practically everything, Fire Emblem Akatsuki no Megami, or the Goddess of Dawn, which is pretty much why I call it Radiant Dawn, localized term. Okay, I don't think I did that one as bad as I did the other ones. But yeah, when it comes to Micaiah, like, why do I think she would make a sense for a character? Well, first and foremost, actually, the surprising thing is I'm finally talking about a character we actually got a game for. That's actually really, like, it took me 5 characters to get to that. Okay, but yeah, Micaiah, why do I think she, like, first and foremost, it's like, so far it's the most recent console game until we get a new game. And technically, Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem is just more of a crossover. So it's not the next official Fire Emblem, but it's like the most recent console one until we hopefully get one on Wii U or the next system. Not the most recent game in the series, but the most recent console one. And she was one of these 2 main characters in that game. The other one obviously being Ike. It was Ike and Micaiah, the 2 main characters of that game. Ike's been in Smash Bros. Since Brawl. So if Fire Emblem Awakening gets multiple characters, like give Radiant Dawn its dues, and give her, like, in terms of visual look, she looks different than, let's say, Lucina. Let's compare her to Lucina, because that's the only like Fire Emblem character we can really compare 2 female characters. She's not as much of a fighter as Lucina. Lucina's more of a straight up, I wield my sword, I'm a fighter type character. She's more of like staying in the back, and she's kind of like a tactician type character. She kind of like is a leader of a group, or at least she does lead armies in the game. And she doesn't really go head on into battle unless you're stupid enough to take the character and go head on into battle, because that would be dumb. But unless you level her up, and then it will be really smart. And worry about doing that when she's leveled up more. But basically, she's a straight up mage user. So in terms of moveset potential, I think just like I said about Hector, and just like I said about Ephraim, she'd be vastly different compared to the rest. Even Robin. Robin uses magic, but Robin also uses a sword, so it's kind of a blended moveset. Micaiah's straight up mage. She's straight up like a mage character. So her moveset would be strictly based off magic. So at least in terms of difference, there's that. Like, she'd have to have some sort of physical up close attacks, but most of her moveset, and I've said this before multiple times when I mentioned the character Micaiah, which was a big character for Fire Emblem I was advocating for years to be in Smash Brothers, you'd have to master distance fighting, which I think it's kind of become a thing because Mega Man's not really a straight up like full frontal user. He's kind of distance as well. So it's not like it's against them to do something like this. And like in terms of visual difference, silver hair, a straight up female character that's not like Robin, male and female costume. It would be like Lucina, but Lucina was also intended to be a costume beginning. So it's basically a character you can't fit under a costume, a straight up original from the beginning female character, not like male female gendered characters, or a character that was intended to be a costume. But Sakura's like, no, let's make her a separate character, Lucina. And in terms of popularity, if here and there, she's not the most popular Fire Emblem character. She's not the most popular Fire Emblem female character either. But I do think she is quite popular. And I do remember hearing that she is more popular in Japan than she is in America or anywhere else in the world. So in terms of popularity, she at least has something, at least at some point in the Fire Emblem series, had it in Japan at the very least. And I do see some people talking about her. The demand's not high, but I have seen people mention her before, like myself. And visual difference, she's not dressed up for battle like everyone else. She has more of a standard clothing type thing. She's not set up for war like even though technically the majority of characters really aren't. I think only Ike really is, and Lucina maybe. Marth depends, and Roy depends. But Roy's also wearing armor, so he's still ready for battle. and Robin's just wearing a robe. So, but yeah, visually she looks different. She'd be a Fire Emblem female character that's straight up female that wasn't intended to be a costume, and she can't become a man. So it's not a male female switch thing like the Avatar, like Tactician Robin type situation. And moveset potential vastly different compared to the rest. Just like I said about Ephraim and Hector, which shows she would stand out. It's more of a recent game, and I do think this game had a decent following for it, and I think she has a decent following for herself in some sort of demand. So that's about it. So what do you guys think? What do you think? Should Micaiah be in Smash Bros. At some point? Or do you think we should see a third new game? She was DLC in Awakening, so she still is semi-relevant. And we could always see another game in that universe one day with her and Ike and everything. Unless, obviously, they don't do it, but whatever. There's always potential capability of that. Or mixing and blending games together. She could be showing up as a various type of character representation in Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. And so on and so forth. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Micaiah should be in Smash Brothers or not? Or do you think there's other Fire Emblem characters that deserve it more than her? What do you think about her moveset potential? Put in the comment section what you guys think. My name is Sniping is Fun. And that's really about it. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a nice day. And since I'm obviously an advocate for her, Micaiah for Smash, everybody. See ya!